Don Lemons is back in the media. You guys know why, and we're talking about it. All right, Bob. Tell me about Mr. Don.
I have a prediction. Don Lemon's sitting there minding his own business. He's watching this testimony. When out of Smollett's mouth, Smollett gives him over to the cops and says, well, Don Lemon texted me. And you talking about puckering up? That guy's asshole drew up so tight you couldn't drive a 20-penny nail in it.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
because,
that's pretty tight.
boy, he threw him under the big.
I doubt he was expecting that.
Oh no, that was such. I would have loved to have had a camera on Lemon's face when Smollett.
Wait, so he actually said that during testimony?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I heard the connection, but I hadn't had a chance to watch the latest on this.
It was when he was on the defense stand yesterday at trial.
Oh my gosh. Like,
what Lemon? I mean, what Smollett did that's so dangerous. The defense attorneys prepped him, but once he got up there and got into his testimony, he just started to let it flow.
Right. I mean,
And
it
I'm
all
telling you
came
what,
out.
He actually,
when that starts to happen, nothing good comes out of it, and that's why some of the top defense lawyers said he totally shot himself in the foot. He just took off and said, well, what was I supposed to do? Don Lemon texted me and told me the cops didn't believe my story.
he actually
It
apologized.
doesn't matter if the cops believe.
And,
what?
and Lemon's over there going, no.
Right. And he actually apologized on stand. So
Sorry. Please pretend like I didn't say anything. Just please. I'm sorry.
I'm innocent, but I'm sorry for doing what I did.
Oh gosh. Well, we have some media, so.
Welcome back. Actor Jussie Smollett taking the stand yesterday in his defense. He reiterated that he did not stage a hate crime in January 2019. He is currently facing charges with 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct for making a false police report about the alleged racist and homophobic attack. But one of the more stunning revelations yesterday was about CNN. Smollett testified that CNN anchor Don Lemon texted him at the time of the attack, sharing information that the Chicago Police Department did not believe Smollett's account of what happened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dagan, what do you make of this?
Journalistic ethics brought to you by CNN. A little, maybe not surprising after what we've seen.
Yeah, and this is just after the Andrew Cuomo firing, right?
Well, yeah, and there's Jeffrey Toobin sitting up in the gallery. He's probably getting off on it, you know. This is good.
And this is right after, like, CNN tried to pull that crap with Project Veritas, too, like dumping all his was that CNN or was that New York Times?
Yeah, that was New York Times. But,
okay, well.
But CNN's also been defending Don Lemon, throughout his sexual assault investigation. So
it's just typical mainstream media behavior.
They're just going to have a whole new nightly crew before it's all said and done.
This is a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Chris Cuomo do at the network, and what we've seen Jeff Zucker tolerate in terms of Chris Cuomo's behavior. Cuomo now saying that Zucker knew everything that was going on, knew all along his discussions and work for and with his brother. But now this revelation, the bigger question is, so Discovery is merging with CNN's parent company. It's going to be Warner Brothers Discovery. Maybe the merger complete by the middle of next year. What does David Zaslav have to say and do about Zucker and CNN, or John Malone, who's a major shareholder in Discovery, on the board of Discovery?
David Zaslav.
Is this enough to make them get rid of CNN? That hasn't been the indication in the past, but if they keep it, I would expect some changes would be afoot in how this network is run.
You think Fox
John
News is
Malone
scared
was interviewed
that
recently,
CNN
and he said he would like to see CNN go back to news. And you wonder what that looks like, CNN going back to news and taking all of those opinionated people out of there. Brandon, what are your thoughts on what that might look like?
They just admitted they're podcasting bullshit.
Yeah, well, they're all propaganda.
He's suggesting that CNN is, so.
Well, the only place I get my news is on the freespeechforum.com. Like I don't go anywhere
Don't
else.
at this point. Get rid of Fox. Get rid of CNN. Get rid of all of it.
Well, so Bob, what are your thoughts on this Jussie Smollett trial? Like,
Well, the bottom line is he's coming up. He's facing criminal charges. The trial has to take place, and I think what he's hoping for is that they're going to get to play the race card to the point that he was unstable, product of a rough childhood. He's been under the thumb of white racists all his life.
Isn't a crime a crime no matter what color you are, no matter what growing up was?
His mansion in Malibu was getting a little run down. The Ferrari wasn't hitting on all 12 cylinders, and he needed something to inject some extra cash and give his career a boost toward an Oscar. So he gets 2 of his.
now we're back.
back.
He gets with 2 of his best friends, and he thinks it's a good idea if he suffers a horrible racist attack that is going to improve his career. I mean, folks, How
does someone think that that's? I mean, that doesn't promote your future. That just like damages every. I mean, there's nothing good about it.
He hired 2 guys that were brothers to attack him.
Yeah.
And pour bleach on him
and paid them.
I can see it if he'd been
paid
fired,
them $3,500,
and he was facing losing everything, and he was down, and nothing else could be done. So he said, "I've got to get my name back in the news." But that was so far from it. He didn't feel like his star was rising fast enough. And what does he do? He gets
goes
a
and creates
double-barrel
news.
shotgun and shoots a hole through it.
Goes and creates news, and instead,
he actually made a noose around his neck for the brothers to put on him.
Yeah, what?
Is that not like psychotic?
I'm pretty sure if there's a noose involved now, it's fake.
Sounds
just like the NASCAR story where they found the fake noose.
Oh my!
Sounds
God.
like
that had been there for years.
I mean,
sounds like Smollett's got some mental illness.
I was just about to say this is not something that's maybe been mentioned, but does this not sound to you like he has like issues that need to be checked out by a psychologist? Like, I'm serious. I mean, this isn't normal.
And he got up on trial and defended himself.
Or is this him just like addicted to the media, addicted to his name, addicted to attention, or is the same thing, and that's just caused him to have these.
Look at it this way too. Look what he's admitted to being. He's a drug user. He's out operating a motor vehicle under the influence. He's a liar. It's all going to come out. And so the bottom line is, regardless, they'll probably give him probation. But here's the bottom line. What type of TV producer or executive producer is going to say, "Hey, Jussie, I'd like you to be on my new TV show"?
I want you.
That's not going to happen.
That happens.
He's ruined.
Happens to people that happens to people that are pure throughout their whole career. People that start to die and decide they need more. That doesn't. I mean, when you decide you need more and you start going and doing negative things in order to put your name in. Sure, all press is good press to a degree. I mean,
people will boycott his show. If somebody does say, "All right, we're going to put Jussie into this sitcom," the show will get the hell boycotted out of it. On top of that, the advertisers won't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah,
who's going to back it? So it'll never get off the ground. In my opinion, he's finished, and he's going to be he's going to be looting a Walmart and a Kmart and a Rite Aid every weekend.
No, he's going to exist, but his career will have a cap and a limit.
He could be in jail too, right? As the result of this,
he'll be making
the jury's deliberating right now.
If this goes the wrong way,
I think he's hoping for a
felonies. I was shocked to hear felonies.
Is it a felony involved?
They said like multiple counts of felonies.
Wow. Yeah,
I think he's hoping for a mistrial right now because if one juror doesn't agree, then
he's also in the process of lying to a grand jury.
Yeah.
So he's just digging a big fat hole, buddy, and he's not ever going to climb out of it. I say he's ruined. He's finished.
He's probably mostly finished. Yeah.
I think he'll be making poop swastikas.
Wow.
That's a real thing. That is a real thing. Like
That's.
I think it was the University of Missouri in 2015. Somebody made a poop swastika in their bathroom.
Oh,
I heard about that.
yeah. So I mean,
They never
we
found
have. I mean, this trial's going on. I mean, we have a thread about this on the Free Speech Forum. So, guys, you can find that below. I think there might be a link below if you look for it. Put some comments down below.
Yeah.
Give us a like and a subscribe. We're gonna be updating you guys if there's anything big on this. But anyways, I mean, I think we hit on most of it.
And well, one quick thing, I posted today an article from a very well-known, highly experienced defense attorney, and he goes into some detail why Smollet has literally shot himself in the foot. And it's on the Free Speech Forum. It's not that long, but boys, it's succinct and cogent. And after you read that, you're just like, my God, is that guy
He
ever
is dug himself.
Well,
Dug his grave.
sounds like just another regular day in clown world to me.
It is.
So.
Anyway, guys, we're going to see you on the next one. Stick around. We got a lot more
See you
coming.
next time.
Take care, everybody. Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.